I should have lived in OJ's guest house.
I look like the kind of guy that would learn to speak fluent Spanish just to hook up with Latinas. But not like just any Latinas. Ellas tienen que ser bien buenotas. Con un culazo, con ojos oscuros y con una boca que me dice, ay papi, bésame y seré tuyo para siempre. Yeah, I'm that guy. I'm totally that guy. I'm like 100% that guy.
I actually have a good buddy that came out, a dude I've known my whole life. He came out recently, but the way that he told me was it was different. Like, I gave him a big hug and he gave me a boner. I was like, bro, like, is this contagious? Can I catch this? And he's like, dude, come on. And he came up to me, reassured me, put his hand on my back, and he goes, we can take turns catching it.
Like, I look like the kind of guy that would cheat on a really important test. You know, like a paternity test. Like, I have to pass this. I'm fucked if I don't.
Yeah, but I dated this very religious girl. It, like, dominated every aspect of her life. Like, she wasn't even allowed to drive because of it. And the first time we hooked up, this girl came like 5 times. Like 5 full-body orgasms. And that's when I realized that epilepsy is not a religion. But I mean, I was converted. That seizure was the clincher, if you know what I mean. It's a terrible way to start a comedy set.
Yeah. I look like the kind of guy that would never, ever, ever hit a girl again. I have 2 brothers, and they both were great athletes, and I was not. And I think it's because my mother didn't breastfeed me, but she breastfed them. I think that's why my little brother made it to the varsity team as a freshman. But it was weird, like when my mom would walk out of the locker room right before the games, and he's like, thanks, Mom. Then he goes on to pitch like a complete game shutout and hits 4 home runs. His team actually made they made it to the state championships. After the coach asked my mom to provide refreshments.
I'm so white that my phone automatically autocorrects the word misdemeanor to misunderstanding.
I know that I look like the kind of guy that would go to rescue a dog from a shelter just to meet girls. Then write a book, like a children's book about that experience, you know? Like, just, like, really pathetic. Anyways, you guys, the book is called Baxter's Second Chance, A New Leash on Life. You can buy it on Amazon or on my website. It's baxterdog.com. That's www.baxterdog.com.
So I was driving down the freeway and I saw a Tesla Cybertruck with a handicap decal on the license plate. And I was like, that's kind of redundant. You drive in a Cybertruck, everybody knows that you are retarded.
I was going through a really, really hard time in my life, and I was really down. You know, I'm struggling, and my mom says, you know, honey, the Mormon church has this support group on Wednesday nights that meets at 7. And they go through the 12-step program there. And I'm like, Mom, the 12-step program, like, isn't that for, like, addicts and alcoholics and stuff? I'm like, I'm not an addict. And she said, well, maybe you're addicted to being an asshole. Thanks, Mom. Thank you for the support. So I went. Of course I went. So I get there, you know, and there's a circle, and everybody's sitting around the circle. If you guys can imagine a 12-step program in a Mormon church with a bunch of Mormons, it's exactly what you think it is. Like, half of them were, like, guys that were like, yeah, my name's Moroni or Helaman or Brigham or something like that. And I like to look at boobies on the internet. And I'm like, oh my God, what am I doing here? And then it comes around to me, and I'm like, I can't say, hi, I'm Scott, I'm addicted to being an asshole. Like, that's not going to go over well at all. So I had to come up with something, and so I was like, my name's Scott, and I'm an addict. It's been 48 hours since my last Latina. Yeah. I ended up sticking around, and you know, at the 6-month mark, they do I don't know, they give you like one of those like coin things. What are they? Chip. Oh yeah. No, they gave me a tortilla chip. I'm Scott Busby. Thank you all for coming here. You guys are awesome.
Thank you for watching. You can find more at scottybcomedy.com or book at scottbusbymail@gmail.com.